Hey everyone, it's Casey Neistat here. Today we're diving into some major airline changes coming in 2025 that every traveler needs to know about. We're talking baggage fees, seat selection, frequent flyer programs, the whole 9 yards. These changes are going to impact how you fly, so buckle up, get ready, because we're about to break it all down. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk baggage fees, the bane of every traveler's existence. Starting in 2025, get ready for some serious shakeups. We're seeing carry-on fees going up, checked bag prices skyrocketing, and weight limits shrinking faster than my patience in a long TSA line. Remember those days when you could stuff your carry-on to the brim and call it a day? Yeah, those days are gone. Airlines are cracking down on carry-on size and weight, and they're not afraid to hit you with hefty fees if you're over the limit. So that whole personal item loophole, forget about it. They're on to us. And don't even get me started on checked bags. We're talking price hikes that'll make your head spin. It's like they're trying to make up for lost revenue during the pandemic or something. And to add insult to injury, they're lowering the weight limits. So you're basically stuck paying more for less. It's a lose-lose situation. Look, I get it. Airlines are businesses and they need to make money. But come on, these baggage fees are getting out of control. It's like they're trying to nickel and dime us for every little thing. Pretty soon they'll be charging us for the air we breathe on the plane, so what can you do? Well, first of all, pack light. I know, easier said than done, but trust me, it's worth it to avoid those ridiculous fees. Invest in some packing cubes, roll your clothes instead of folding them, and leave those unnecessary extras at home. And if you absolutely have to check a bag, do your research and compare prices between airlines. Some airlines are still offering free checked bags for certain fare classes or loyalty program members, so do your homework and see if you can snag a deal. Okay, let's talk seat selection, or should I say, the lack thereof. Airlines are making it harder and more expensive than ever to snag a decent seat. We're talking more fees for aisle and window seats, family seating that'll cost you an arm and a leg, and basic economy restrictions that are stricter than a military boot camp. Remember when you could choose your seat for free? Yeah, those days are long gone. Now, airlines are charging extra for everything. Want to sit in an aisle seat so you can stretch your legs? That'll be $20, please. Prefer a window seat with a view? Cough up another $30. It's like they're holding our comfort hostage. And if you're traveling with family, good luck trying to sit together. Airlines know that families are desperate to avoid the dreaded middle seat shuffle, so they're charging a premium for seats together. It's like they're punishing us for having kids. But the real kicker is basic economy. These bare-bones fares might seem like a good deal at first, but trust me, they're not worth it. Not only do you get stuck with the worst seats on the plane, think middle seat in the back row next to the bathroom, but you also lose out on basic amenities like overhead bin space and the ability to change your flight. Look, I get it, airlines are trying to offer more choices for budget-conscious travelers. But come on, basic economy is basically like flying in steerage. It's cramped, uncomfortable, and you're treated like a second-class citizen. So, what's the solution? Well, if you can afford it, avoid basic economy like the plague. Pay a little extra for a regular economy seat, and you'll at least get some basic amenities and a fighting chance at a decent seat. And if you're traveling with family, book your flights early and be prepared to pay a premium for seats together. Alright, frequent flyers, brace yourselves because the loyalty game is about to get a whole lot harder. We're talking earning miles based on dollars spent, not distance, elite status becoming as elusive as a unicorn, and points expiring faster than my attention span during a boring meeting. Remember when you could rack up miles like it was nobody's business just by flying long distances? Yeah, those days are over. Now, airlines are shifting to a revenue-based model, which means you'll earn miles based on how much you spend, not how far you fly. So, if you're a budget traveler who loves a good deal, get ready to see your mileage balance crawl at a snail's pace. And don't even get me started on elite status. Airlines are making it harder and more expensive than ever to reach those coveted tiers. We're talking higher spending requirements, more qualifying flights, and benefits that are being watered down faster than a cheap cocktail. It's like they're trying to make elite status an exclusive club for the one percenters. And to add insult to injury, your hard-earned miles and points are now expiring faster than ever. Airlines are shortening expiration periods and making it harder to keep your accounts active. It's like they're trying to steal your miles right out from under your nose. Look, I get it, airlines are trying to make their loyalty programs more sustainable and profitable. But come on, these changes are making it harder and less rewarding for loyal customers to stay loyal. So, what can you do? Well, first of all, don't give up on loyalty programs altogether. They can still be valuable, especially if you're a frequent traveler. Just be strategic about it. Focus on earning and burning miles with one or two airlines that you fly most often, and pay attention to the program rules and changes. Airlines are constantly tweaking their programs, so it's important to stay informed. Sign up for email alerts, read the fine print, and don't be afraid to call customer service if you have any questions. Alright, let's talk about the airport experience itself because it's about to get a whole lot more high-tech and streamlined. We're talking facial recognition boarding expanding faster than a conspiracy theory on Reddit, fewer boarding groups to speed things up, and TSA pre-check and clear becoming as ubiquitous. Remember when you had to fumble around for your boarding pass and ID at the gate? Yeah, those days are numbered. Facial recognition technology is taking over airports, and by 2025, it'll be as commonplace as those annoying body scanners. Just smile for the camera and you're on your way. And speaking of boarding, get ready for fewer boarding groups, which means less time standing in line and more time relaxing in the lounge, if you have access, that is. Airlines are simplifying their boarding processes to improve efficiency and reduce delays, and if you're tired of those long TSA lines, there's good news. TSA PreCheck and Clear are expanding, making it easier and more affordable than ever to skip the security lines. So, ditch your shoes, keep your laptop in your bag, and breeze through security like a VIP. Look, I get it, some people are concerned about privacy and security when it comes to facial recognition technology, and I hear you. But the reality is, this technology is here to stay, and it's only going to become more prevalent in the years to come. So, what can you do? Well, if you're comfortable with it, embrace the convenience of facial recognition boarding. It's quick, easy, and it can save you a lot of hassle. And if you're a frequent traveler, consider signing up for TSA PreCheck and Clear. It's an investment that will pay off in the long run. Alright, let's wrap things up on a positive note, shall we? The future of flying is green, and I'm not talking about those hideous airline carpets. We're talking sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, becoming the norm, not the exception, and paperless travel becoming as ubiquitous as those annoying in-flight Wi-Fi charges. Sustainable aviation fuel, or SAF, is the real deal, folks. It's made from renewable sources like used cooking oil and plant materials, and it can reduce carbon emissions by up to 80%. And the best part is, it can be used in existing aircraft engines, which means we don't have to wait for a whole new fleet of planes to make a difference. And speaking of sustainability, paperless travel is finally becoming a reality. From mobile boarding passes to digital luggage tags, airlines are ditching paper like it's the plague. And for good reason. It's good for the environment, it's convenient for travelers, and it saves airlines money in the long run. Look, I get it, we're all concerned about the environmental impact of flying, and rightfully so. But the good news is, the airline industry is finally starting to take sustainability seriously. And these changes are just the beginning, so what can you do? Well, for starters, support airlines that are investing in sustainable practices like using SAF and promoting paperless travel. And when you're booking your flights, consider offsetting your carbon footprint by donating to a reputable carbon offset program. So there you have it, folks. The airline industry is changing, and by 2025 things will look a whole lot different. Some of these changes might seem like a pain, but others are definitely for the better. The important thing is to stay informed, be prepared, and adapt to the evolving landscape of air travel. What do you think about these airline changes? Will they impact your travel plans? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates.